I'll be honest, I didn't want to make this video, but I had no other idea that felt genuine, and this is what is at the forefront of my mind most of the time. So, hi, how are you? I hope you're doing well. So, there is this ever-present feeling that I cannot escape for the life of me, and I wanted to share it with you. For the vast majority of people, you usually work 5 days and then you have 2 days off, typically the weekends, to go and do whatever you want. And how you choose to spend that time is ultimately up to you, but you usually have about 48 hours before you have to go back to work and repeat the whole cycle. Clock in, work 5 days, clock out, enjoy your time off, rinse and repeat. I have a little more, about 61 hours of the week free, but everything is happening so fast that I blink and I wonder, what did I do with my day? For most people, this is a common mindset. You're too busy making a living, you forget to make a life. And I could be generalizing, I haven't confirmed or corroborated this claim that I want to share, but I feel as though most people take that and they think about it with regards to resting and recharging, you know? They're so busy working to make money that they don't feel as though they have the time to spend that money. I'm different in the sense that I keep asking myself, am I doing enough? Am I making the best use of my time? We all have to work, there's no getting around that, but when it comes to the time that I have to myself, am I making the best use of it? I don't want to think about it so like crazy, but if I were to die today, would I be happy with how I've used my time? No, absolutely not. But it's not that what I'm doing with my time is useless, it's just that there is no time to do anything, and that's what I wanted to talk about. The way I see it, there's 24 hours in a day, and 8 of those hours right off the bat have to be spent sleeping, because that's apparently what is ideal for optimal health, and I want to have that. Whether or not I actually achieve that is a completely different story, but I do have to plan to spend 8 hours of the day sleeping, and that's already a third of my day. Then we have work. Of course, this is going to vary person to person, but for the vast majority of us, we're going to spend around 8 hours of the day working, doing whatever it is that puts food on the table, and that's also the case for me. So we have 8 hours spent sleeping and 8 hours spent working. That leaves me, not you, that leaves me with 8 hours left in my 24-hour day. I haven't even allotted time for transportation, like going to and from work, or the necessities like going to the bathroom, showering, brushing my teeth, skincare, eating, cleaning. There's a lot that goes into just simply being alive. I don't even know how much time that is, but I'm just gonna throw somewhere around 2.5 hours, because I feel like that's pretty reasonable. So after that entire breakdown, I have around 6.5 hours left in my day. And this is the crazy part, because when I hear that out loud, that sounds so reasonable to me. I could spend around an hour exercising, around another hour learning a new language. Maybe I could spend 30 minutes to practice a bit of that instrument I've been trying to learn. There's also journaling. Don't forget about that one. What is that, 30 minutes? I could spend around an hour learning Japanese, and maybe after that get some reading done. There are a couple of books that I've been meaning to pick up, but no, actually not. Reading does take a certain amount of brain power, and I just don't have the mental capacity for that right now. Maybe watch a series? So, wait, actually, should I watch something new, or should I pick up from where I left off with another series? Wait, but that's stupid, no? Why would I spend more time looking at a screen? Maybe I should do something more productive, like spending time with my family or friends. That's more important, right? Because the screen is gonna be there forever, they're not. I don't know, that's a big time commitment. I'm the kind of person where if I spend time with my friends, we spend the whole day together, and I just don't know if I have that kind of time. Maybe figure out a way to free up more time. If I had a better paying job, I wouldn't have to work so much. So what is a way that I can get myself out of the job that I'm in? Well, work on myself, right? How do you work on yourself? I know that I could work on YouTube. Maybe I should work on YouTube. Getting started is the first part, but I feel as though after I've written the script, everything should just fall into place. Even though the script takes me around 8 to 10 hours to write. What should I do? I could spend around an hour exercising. I could spend around an hour learning Japanese. Maybe I could spend 30 minutes to practice a bit of instrument. There are a couple of books. Also journal. Forget about that. I cannot help but feel as though when I have time to myself, there's no right way to spend it, because there's always going to be more. There's always going to be something better that I could do. A lot of the activities that I'm mentioning are leisure activities, and I recognize that. I don't have to watch this movie or TV show. I just really want to, and I don't need to read that manga. What good does it do? What good does it do, honestly, to invest all of this time and attention in the lives of these fictional beings when I have my own to work on, right? I recognize that. I get it. There is this constant pressure that I feel, and I can't tell you where it's coming from, where I feel as though I have to make the most of my time down to the absolute minute. and fill that time with as many experiences as I possibly can. And this by itself, like out of context, is not necessarily a bad thing, right? I think we should be listening to this intuitive feeling that we have when we've been on our phone for God knows how long. And you just wake up and you realize, wait a second, I don't need to be doing this. I don't want to do this. I shouldn't be doing this. That's good. But I don't like that I get this feeling when I'm watching a TV show that I've been wanting to watch for so long, or when I'm reading a book that I've been dying to get my hands on, or when I'm spending quality time with my parents or playing a board game with my cousins. I don't like that in the back of my head I'm thinking, shouldn't you be on LinkedIn? Shouldn't you be on Indeed? Shouldn't you be working on YouTube? What are you doing having all of this leisurely time? There are so many things to be working on right now. I have been thinking about this for the absolute longest time, but what really made me want to sit down and write about this, even though I don't know if people think like this, is that I was at my cousin's house and it was 1 p.m. and I genuinely thought to myself, it's 1 o'clock. In 7 hours, it'll be 8 o'clock. And that means you've used up 50% of your time off, which means you have about 30 something hours before you go back to work. What are you gonna do? And it's just crazy because I feel as though it prevents me from living in the moment. How can I be in the present when I'm constantly thinking about my future? My dog is whimpering. That's how I feel. But yeah, that's about it from me. But what about you? What do you think? I would honestly love to know. Do you feel the same way that I do, as though that there isn't enough time in the day to do the things that you want to do, no matter how hard you try? Do you think that I'm just exaggerating and that I have a false perception of what can realistically be done in 24 hours? I don't know. I feel like this video is a bit of a downer, but I will try and end on a positive note. As always, it has been a pleasure. Thank you for spending this time with me. I really do appreciate it. I hope you have a great rest of your day wherever you are, and I will see you on the next one. Okay? Okay.